pro of running an isolator is simply so that you are disconnecting the front battery and the rear batteries, because they have different resting voltages, or say you want to play with the car off or something. I don't know. That's a dual isolator setup, but we're not going to get into that. Just a simple isolator setup so that you're eliminating any kind of, you know, balance in between the front and rear battery of your car. And why that is very important is when you're running lithium or you're running an AGM in the back and the front of your car, most of them nowadays still have lead acids that are under the hood. And that is an issue with the resting voltages. So what a lot of people do, instead of doing battery deletes and a whole lot of extra work or putting a super capacitor, you know, safe battery underneath the hood, and those don't really have an issue at all with resting voltages just because it's a capacitor. It's different. It's not a battery. And what I'm trying to get at is you put that in there so you're not doing wear and tear on your nice battery that you put in the back for your auxiliary, aka amplifier subwoofers. So you put that there so you don't put any, you know, wear and tear on that back battery. That's the main thing. It's not going to hurt the lead acid because that has a lower resting voltage. If anything, that is going to pull up the lead acid battery to balance out with the lithium, whatever type you're running within reason. And that's why I don't want to get into chemistries, but just isolators in general, because people are talking about them. We got Junior, I'm getting a third battery. Do I need to fuse that too? I mean, if I'm more of a guy that says, do what I say, not what I do kind of thing. So yeah, definitely do that, because if you run into an issue, the fuse is going to be your friend. You know, it's not going to be a bad thing. But again, with the isolators, like I was talking about with the fuses, every connection point, you're creating a little bit more resistance between the run of just voltage drop across the line. So that's why you see a lot of battery banks, you know, when you have like 1, 2, 3, 4, possibly more in the back of your car. And I'm going to get into that too. I got a chart for that about wiring more than one battery in the back of your car and how to do it the right way. Is why you see, even with like lead acid or AGM batteries, you know, those big walls of batteries, they got bus bars. There's a reason for that. And so that makes it a little bit simpler, because then you can fuse for in front of that, but then that's a lot of current. You are going to need just one for each wire. I fuse for short. You're supposed to fuse for current. That's the way you got to look at it, and length. And that's a whole nother topic too. How big of a fuse do I need for the length of run that I'm wiring to? Because that's the difference. The longer the run, more internal resistance is in that run, just because the size of the wire and the amount of current going through. Simple physics, Ohm's law. But yeah, man, I would definitely run a fuse in between there. Catch the Livin Loud with Andy show every Tuesday and Friday, 8:30 or 10 o'clock Eastern. Smash the like and subscribe.